Good morning everyone, it is I, Matthew James, yet again on another walk, another daily vlog. Today it's the 15th of April 2016, it's a Friday, and I want to talk about conformity and norms today. Things that we have programmed by expectations, the environment, people that are around us, how we're trained to be, to act, what's expected of us on this earth plane. All the things that really work against being the true self, being the person that we really are, the identity that we really are. I'm really interested in being authentic, the person that you are. I mean, being the person that you are is not bloody easy, because 99.9% of the time you're going to go across you're going to go against accepted norms, established norms. You're going to go against family wishes. You're going to go against, let's say, the wishes of friends, colleagues, the world even. Because this world is not geared up for the true self. It's geared up for the false self, the fake self. It's geared up the assumed for this strange world that we live in of fake, false, lies, sociopathic, pathological behaviour that we're forced to conform to a world that has been or is being controlled by sociopaths and pathological liars, by cheats, by beings, people. I don't want to really call them people, they're more like beings. They've got no consciousness, that have got no conscience, I should say, have got no conscience, have got no sense of unconditional love, and they're in a world of hate and venom and fury and stop at nothing to get what they want. Walking at the top end of Stranger Pond, and I am talking about conformity and norms, and really the conceptions and misconceptions and perceptions that we as ordinary goyim, bottom at the pile human beings are expected to actually follow. The rules and the regulations that control us, that the elite, those at the top of the pyramid, don't follow. I mean, it's one rule for them, one rule for us. And this unfortunately is the world that we live in, and it is not the world of the true self. It's not geared up for the world of the true self. It's the world of strife and survival that has been created by money, by the control mechanism that they call money. And it is possible to actually break this structure down and undermine this structure and destroy this structure. I wish I damn well knew how, because I would be doing it, because it is damn well hard being a human being at this time, at this moment in existence. And it reminds me of the time that I was in the development group in Blackpool in the UK, pardon me, in the 80s, and I'd not known Paula very long, and all she said to me was I'd chosen a very difficult time to actually come down into incarnation this time. Didn't really understand what she was saying at the time. I understand it very well now. I'm heading up towards Pine Island again. There is a bit of a slope, my ankle is a little bit sore, so I'm limping a little bit, but that's it will be sorted. But yeah, so I want to talk about these conformities, following these pathways that are set for us that we're expected to walk. A little bit like this trail I'm walking along now. This is what human race is being geared up to do. Here's a path, here's a conception, here is a conformity, here is a norm, here is what you are supposed to be doing, this is what's expected of you. Do this, do that, this rule, that rule, or you can't do this, you can't do that. This is what is around us, and this is what we accept as life. But it's illusion, it's falsehood, it's a false trail, as my previous video was sort of emphasising. But yeah, we're expected to conform. I'm expected to conform to a norm here. I'm supposed to have a 9 to 5 job, supposed to have the wages in to actually pay the bills, the mortgages, all these different things. I do, but I do it in my own way. It's sort of not acceptable to some, frowned upon by others, the work that I do. I mean, medium, clairvoyant, psychic, shaman, numerologist, medical intuitive. You put that to a bank manager for a loan, they will actually they'll laugh their cotton socks off and say, pull the other one, do you think I'm going to give some money to you? It's all conformity and normalities and all these different established things. I pity the elite, to tell you the truth. I pity those rich bastards at the top of the pyramid, the ones with no conscience, with no ability to love, because they are actually failing their miserable test again. They've been, remember, this world is all about energy patterns and trapped energy patterns. So it means that, pardon my throat, what they are doing now to us, they've done many, 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 many times before. They're not learning their lessons, so the thick-headed, spiritualless bastards up there keep coming back down and going through the same old shit, thinking that they can outwit the universe. And they're mindless, because they'll keep putting us at the bottom of the pile through torment and keep putting us through all this shite, and they're not learn, and we'll keep on volunteering for them to do it to us, because we've got unconditional love, and we're all trying to help these bastards. They're going to realise that us at the bottom of the pile are being sacrificed, are being raped, attacked, pillaged, exploited for them bastards up there. We're doing it for them. This is all part of a spiritual growth pattern, and people don't realise this. We volunteered for these shitty lives to try and help them arseholes at the top of the pile who have the trillions and trillions of pounds and dollars in the bank. And they are so thick-skinned, they don't actually realise it. They think, we're in control of these arseholes at the bottom. We can tread on them. They're only sheep, so they bleed a bit. So what? Don't give a fuck, really, without realising that we're actually in control of them. And if we were to all stop incarnating and refusing to incarnate, then the norms and the conformities that they set to control us would come crashing down. And there will be a role reversal, or there will be a change. The worm will turn, and they will find themselves in an existence where they're at the bottom of the pile, we're at the top of the pile, and they won't like it. And I know there's a lot of converts that are incarnating who have been like them, in previous incarnations, and have learnt the lesson to really help the lower mortals understand what the effing hell is going on, because it is a puzzle, it is a worry, it is confusing for those who are unaware. Those who are getting raped constantly every day, those who are in a war zone, those who are in famine, those who are homeless, those who are penniless, they won't want to know that, oh, you volunteered this life to help those at the top of the pile learn their life lesson. They're buggered if they want to know that. That's the fucking last thing they want to know. They want to know how to get out of the rut. So, spirituality. That was just a car going past, scared the shit out of me. But it's all about conformity, and it is all about norms that have been set, been established for eons, to tell you the truth. So from one volunteer to another volunteer, because I doubt that the elite, you guys at the top of the pyramid, will be watching this, from one volunteer to another. I'll speak to you again very soon even. This is Matthew James. I am at Pine Island again. We haven't got blue skies today. We have got the autumn colours, we've got the leaves. It's UK cool. That's the best way of saying it today. It's about 7 degrees, so it's quite familiar. So I'll speak to you again soon. Conformity and norms are governed by fear and by expectations. And generally it's self-governed, because you have instilled in you this real horrible dread of breaking laws and Really, it's fear. You live in fear. It's all about being in fear, and this is where the Atlantean idea of overcoming fears is concerned, because once you've overcome fears, you don't conform, because you're not frightened of consequences. We're all frightened of consequences. You're told it's a 100-mile-an-hour road, or 100-kilometre road, if only 100 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour road, or a 100-kilometre road. And it works on the fear principle that, oh, there's going to be a police car around the corner, oh, I better not speed. It's self-controlling, just it's self-governing. So they establish rules, so we will conform. We will stay within norms. We won't want to stick our head up out of the sand and look different, will we? I mean, people will view us, people will judge us. The elite might see us, they might shoot us, they might murder us, they might assassinate us. It's all fear. Fear. F-E-A-R. And I was thinking of an analogy of what F-E-A-R stands for, but I'll come up with something. But it's all about control. They don't want you to rebel. God, if you rebel and you're fearless, God, and one person rebels and then another person rebels, they're going to have a huge mutiny on their hands, and this earth plane won't be the little haven that it is for them. It won't be the treasure chest that it is for them. My God, we can't have the elite being unhappy, can we? I mean, they are unhappy as it is. They are very hierarchical, and they fight amongst themselves, and a lot of the wars that are on this planet that they have us as fodder in is fights amongst the elite families, and it is all absolute, total and utter bullshit. It's illusion. Total and utter illusion. It's an illusionary world. It's an assumed world. It's a conformity world. And it's not, let's say, it's not the norm in other frequencies. Other frequencies, I suppose, could be much worse than this, but other frequencies are much better than this. So anyway, that's my my little lecture over for the day. I'm walking uphill ever so slightly on a cool autumn morning at where am I? North Pine Island North. Walking along the road with a limp leg, I must add, and listening to a bit of a group called MSG, and yeah, I'm having my morning walk, which I'm sharing with you. It is Friday the 14th of April, 15th of April. It was the 14th yesterday. See, I'm still a bit jet lagged. It's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. How are you today? This is Matthew James. I know how I am. I know how I'm feeling. I've got a bit of a bunged up nose, a bit of a sniffle, a bit of still got jet lag, a little bit. So, but I want to know how you guys are. How are you out there? I want you to start putting little comments at the bottom of these videos, those of you that are watching, and let me know what you want me to talk about. I know I've done this before, and I don't listen, oh, I write this down, and you don't do this, and you won't talk about this, and you won't do that, and oh, you keep doing these things. Well, okay, so what? I just I'm having for new ideas, and I'm trying to bring in different things, because I'm not a sheepy, I'm a goat. I want to do things my own way. Always done things my own way, and that's been half the trouble. I don't conform. I just don't stick to norms. My head goes above the sand, and some cosmic force somewhere whacks me with a cricket bat to try and get me to go right back down into the norms, back into the conformities. And it's their reality. I know what my reality is. I know what I know. I know what I see. I know what's going on. I don't share half of it with anybody. I just I keep most of it to myself. The select few get my philosophies. I do know who I am. I do know what I am. Kind of know where I'm from, and I know what I'm part of. But I won't share it with anyone, because next minute somebody else will be claiming the same thing, and I'm not prepared to release highly sensitive spiritual information just to anyone. I mean, I've worked bloody hard through incarnations to get this information, so why the hell am I going to give it away? I'm up the side of the mountain and I worked fucking hard to get here. Why am I gonna give somebody a rope and get them up here? Anyway, I'm gonna go. There's a load of kangaroos and I want to get some photographs. So speak to you soon, guys. Bye. You gotta remember that fear's inbred. It's been in us for generations, for probably millions of years, and it's going to take a lot to actually break these fears down. It's in our DNA. It's in us. It's in our genetics. So this is not going to be something that's going to be done overnight. But we're going to break the fears down. We're going to break these conformities down, these norms down. We're going to set new norms. We're going to set new, pardon me, new patterns of living, new existences. It's going to be done. And the only way we can actually do this is to actually address the reason why we are on the planet as we are. We've got to try and remember and rekindle what we are by becoming our authentic selves. And those of us brave enough to be our authentic selves on the planet at this time, well, good on you. We've got to stick to our morals, and we've got to really be truly who we are, whatever the consequence. And I'm saying whatever the consequence, whether you're ridiculed, shot, murdered, attacked, hated, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, as long as you're being completely, totally and utterly honest to yourself, then that is all that matters. Now, I've just found this little sign, and what I'm looking for is Red Rock Gorge, and I'm there. So I'm going to go right down there to get there, and that's quite a bloody walk. So at least I know where I am. So I am there, and I've got to go around there to get to there. But at least I found the trail. I found the trail that I want to be on. It is an established trail, but it is something that I've not actually been on before. So I'm going to leave this video here. I found what I wanted to find. Hey everyone, it's me again, Matthew James. I'm still walking, but the answer lies within us all. The only conformity issues that we should have, the only compliance issues we should have, the only norms we should have, the only rules we should have, is what lies inside here, what lies within ourselves. We've got a heart, we've got a conscience, we've got a guilt complex. So really, we should listen to forget the guilt complex, that's an ego-driven thing. But we have a true self that we should comply with, listen to. We should connect with our authentic self, our true self, our inner self, whatever you want to call it, but the higher self, the true being, that which we are not, as this false self, as this false avatar that walks this earth plane. This is just a virtual reality suit that is sort of equipped to actually deal with this reality. It's not the real person that we are. The real person is the consciousness that we are, that is within us. It's not within this body. It's our core essence. We need to connect with that and find out what its conformity is, what its rules are, what its compliance is, why it's here, why it's putting up with this shit, why it volunteered to have this incarnation this time and put this poor, lowly, false self or avatar through this shit that it's putting it through. We need to find out. We need to start asking it questions, and we need to find out the answers and the solutions, because it knows. It's part of the universe. It's part of the universal hologram. Therefore, it holds the answers. Because everything that is and ever was is going on. So the start, the finish, everything that there is, ever will be, all that has, is within us, because we're part of this universal hologram. Therefore, it's there. It's there somewhere. We can't find it as lowly human beings because we're not programmed to it. We conform to this shithole. So you need to get in touch with the being that holds the answers. It's not the angels out there. It's not the little white-winged imaginary creatures that the Christian church invented. It's not the demon, which again the Christian church invented. They're bollocks. They're make-believe. They're compliance. They are rules again. They are laws again. Heaven, hell, laws, rules, conformity issues. Or if you don't do what the church says, you're going to go to hell. But if you do what we want you to do, which is murder, rape, and live in fear and live in control, you'll go to heaven. Bollocks. All that is make-believe. There's only one being that should be important to you. That's your true inner self, your higher self. You will get the answers from that being, not something out there, not a separate make-believe. I was going to think of a swear word then, but it's all bullshit. This video should be all about the bullshit conformity of this bullshit planet. Sorry, but it's true. As much as I love being out here walking, much as I love this experience, I acknowledge it's bullshit. It's make-believe. It doesn't exist. It's like being in a computer game, in a computer world. Sorry, Mr. Elite. Sorry those in the satellites up there who are listening to me. Sorry to those that are tuning into me. This is bullshit. It's make-believe. It's a fantasy world. It's like going into a computer shop, buying one of those games, going home, wiring yourself up with your virtual reality sensor kit, putting it on, switching the computer on, pressing play, getting into the game, and you are convinced by the software that you're really here. You're not really here. It's just a game. And we're playing the survival game, we're playing the sacrifice game, we're playing the volunteer game, and there's other games out there. This is just one of those worlds, one of those vibrations where we're at the bottom of the pyramid and we're being made to suffer, and we're trying to find ourselves. It's all about put as much weight on as you can, put as much pressure onto a being, put it, limit its senses as much, push it as hard as you can, whack it on the head of the cricket bat as hard as you can. Hello, 3 ravens. We've got 3 ravens flying over. And let's just see how it finds itself. The harder it pushes, the harder the universe pushes, the harder it is to actually find yourself. But when you do find yourself, by God, you realise how strong you are. That's the game. That's the game, folks. Don't listen to them bullshitters out there that say that you're going to talk to the angels or you're going to talk to the ascending masters. You don't. You are an ascending master. You are an angel. You are whatever you want to be. It's within yourselves. And with that thought, I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to leave you guys to your day. Hope you have a awesome day in this make-believe world, doing your make-believe things, eating the make-believe food, driving the make-believe cars, looking at the make-believe sky, wearing the make-believe clothes, looking at the make-believe bills, paying with make-believe money in make-believe shops. I'll leave you with that. That's just some food for thought for you. Matthew James is a controversial non-conformist who really wants the few who watch this video to think a little bit differently. I certainly will make you do that, folks. Just leave it with me. You've seen nothing yet. Bye for now. I shall now switch off my make-believe camera and carry on in my make-believe walk, listening to my make-believe music. See you guys later. Bye for now.